Well, the Shadow Minister for Employment and Workplace Relations is Senator Michaelia, who joins me from Canberra. Michaelia, always good to chat to you. There's the bottom line here. Is this move from the government and Tony Burke going to add to prices for consumers?
Well, that was an admission himself by Tony Burke today, Ross. So the answer is yes. I think that was what was most disturbing today from the minister's speech was he openly admits the changes they are going to introduce will add complexity to what is already considered one of the most complex pieces of legislation in Australia, the Fair Work system. And Tony Burke says, yes, I will be adding further complexity to that system. But he also openly admitted himself that as a result of the changes that he is introducing on Monday, you will pay more as a consumer. So at a time when Australians are struggling with the cost of living crisis that this government does not have an agenda to address, the minister openly admits that because of his changes, yes, you will be paying more for the services that you want.
So this is done in the name of fairness. The question is whether there is fairness to all people. Why do you need to do this when the unemployment rate is 3.6%, when everybody who needs to get a job right now theoretically can get one?
Well, there's only one answer to that, and that is because you are merely implementing the union's agenda. When every employer group in Australia stands up and says these changes will do nothing to add to productivity in Australian businesses, these changes will harm job creation, these changes will probably see people lose their jobs, as the minister, you should listen. But that's not what Tony Burke is about. He is implementing the union agenda. What I would say to Tony Burke is this. You've gagged businesses to date in relation to the consultation by making them sign the non-disclosure agreements. On Monday, you table the legislation. Can you please allow the legislation to be properly scrutinised by the relevant Senate committee? So in other words, give us a few months to have a really good look at the legislation to properly understand its impact on both the employers in Australia, but also independent contractors, service providers and employees. But my greatest fear, Ross, is this. Just like with the last piece of industrial relations legislation, the minister has clear instructions from the union. It'll be rammed through the House of Representatives. It'll be a short, sharp Senate inquiry. And then guess what? It'll be rammed through the Senate later this year.